Guys, I took Eliana to her first ever five-star dining experience in Lagos, Nigeria. This was a date, and it was because she did something amazing. I was trying to reward her for it, and I told her it was a surprise. She was so shocked when she got in here. She was like, "Oh my God, mommy!" So, a five-star dining experience is one that includes tiny dishes. This was a seven-course meal, guys. And I'm doing this because I want to expand their palate, okay? I want to make sure that no small boy somewhere is going to think that he's impressing my daughter by taking her to a Michelin five-star place that has caviar or white truffles or wagyu, because she already experienced all that, okay? So yeah, this was her first ever, and I plan to take them to five-star dining experiences around the world as they grow older. So this was Ikoyi, and this is my Lagos. See how beautiful my city is, guys. They will not show you this part of Lagos. So yeah, we were there, and we had non-alcoholic pairings, which was the delicious mixed berry drink and our pineapple juice. You guys, these juices, they really paired well with all the dishes that we were served. All the courses were delicious. And yeah, we're going to show you what we had there. My daughter was first of all skeptical. She was like, "Oh my God, I'm the only child on this table. Mommy, why did you bring me here? Where are all the children?" I said, "You're a big girl now. You're doing big girl things." This table had some of the most influential people in Lagos, okay? And this is Chef Rex. You guys might already know that he's one of the best chefs in Nigeria. He is taking Nigerian ingredients, transforming them into something global. I'm loving what Nigerian chefs are doing now, because they really are outdoing their foreign counterparts. So the first course was our small chops, and this small chops had this duck comfy roll. You guys already know how I am with my duck, and honestly, this roll lives rent free in my head. We had chicken suya, which was absolutely delicious, and that puff puff that had slow cooked goat meat. Hey, you guys, I had that. I was like, man, Chef Rex, you have to give me the recipe. I'm still disturbing him for that recipe till today because that was so good. So we started our main meals with this wena. Wena had some sweet potatoes, some squid, crab. Omiobe means like our local stew. We had crispy prawns, some okra, and this uziza leaf emulsion. You guys, I first of all gave my daughter to taste because she was like, "Mommy, how do I even go about eating this?" So I said, "Don't worry, I'll cut it up for you." It was delicious. Every bite was like explosive. And that is the point of fine dining, because you have tiny meals, but these meals are so explosive in your mouth. It's like, yo, it takes you to flavor heaven. Everything about this was delicious. And I love the fact that our local ingredients were mostly used. Nigerian ingredients can be transformed, and you can make five-star meals out of them. Eliana was like, "Oh, I couldn't wait to eat it." It was hot, but this girl was still eating. She was like, "Oh my God, mommy, this is so good." I love the fact that she's appreciating fine dining at this age. She's just 8 years old, and she's really enjoying it. So yes, this second, third course was called Omobola. It was the head chef's entry into the five-star dining world, and he served us some roasted yam puree with some plantain gnocchi, some coconut cream, some ugu, and chili oil. We also had the crispy chicken skin on top of it. This tasted like asaro, and it just melted in my mouth. Like, it was so good. It was deconstructed as asaro. So this fourth one was called awoni koyi, and it was basically smoked fish ravioli and some cocoyam white bean puree, some crayfish sabayon. All these names I'm calling, they're just basically Nigerian things, though, that they transformed into like intercontinental, global, globally accepted dishes. And now this one, I'm sure a lot of you know ukwa. I've eaten it in one of my videos, and it was basically served with a lot of meat, like 3 different types of meat. We had tozo, we had steak, we had all types of meat, and then we cleansed our palates with some palm wine and some rosemary lime sorbet, macerated mango, and foam. I didn't want this to finish. It was sweet. It was everything. My daughter was like, mommy, oh, I'm full. Oh, I said, don't worry, we just have dessert left. At this point, I couldn't even move. Like, I could not stand up. The food just kept coming back to back to back to back to back. I was like, yo. So we had dessert. You guys, when I tell you that this dessert was the best I had ever had in my life, I'm not joking. That crumble, he gave us some of that crumble, this salted white chocolate fennel crumb to take home. And I still have that crumble in my fridge. The ice cream was infused with uyayak. You know uyayak that we use for banga? The mango, the everything. It was just crazy. I had to tell him, listen, anytime you're doing this, you need to call me. So this experience cost us 183,500 naira per head, and that's about $150 per person. And listen to me when I tell you that it was worth every single kobo, because fine dining is supposed to be about explosive flavors, and this brought it. Like, we were so full, and it didn't feel like, it just felt so magical. I was telling Eliana, so this is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. She was so happy. She was like, oh, mommy, we need to do this again. I said, not in this economy, oh, my sister, you need to relax.